Marieta from ImmigrationBiz. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today I have something very special for you because I have here with me my dear friend and also client investor Francis, who's gonna share his story, how he got his investor. Maybe you're also inventor. He's got the investor E2 visa status. So let's make this happen. Francis, so why don't you share with us? First of all, I'd like to know the overall experience. Like, how was the experience for you during the process since day one we started to work together? And so people can get to know the process, and also then we can jump into more like how was the experience at the US Embassy and how was the interview for you? And then I also want to ask you a couple of questions about your business, like what do you do, so people, if they want to support your work, they want to learn more about your work, they can go and check it out. So why don't we start with the first, how was the process for you?
Well, the process is very easy. That's what I like because, you know, Marieta came highly recommended. So that was the first thing. And two, you know, it was just step by step. I knew she knows what she's doing, and she's also doing a lot of webinars. So you can even see in her personality in the webinars. So
by the way, guys, you can check out the webinar. It's going to be below. There's going to be a link. So if you're interested, you can just jump on a webinar, how you can get your E2 investor visa and so on.
And that was a plug, a great one actually. No, seriously, because you know the webinars, you can learn so much about her personality. To me, that was important, and I knew that. Sorry, and I'm gonna swear, she gets shit done. So that's important to me. And she even said like my success ratio is 98%, and I believed it. And it's true. So you just have to follow the procedures. And so many times when I was talking to my friends, I said, she's asking me to do this and I'm doing it. Because, you know, I don't care what she's asking me. I just know I'm going to do it. And even at one point, we're close to send the papers. And she said, that's another thing that I like about Marieta. She's getting the feedback of people that are not even clients or wants to be client. And she said, you might want to add a letter of engagement as an example to substantiate your application. And so I did that, and then obviously the officer asked me that, and I think that's one of the reasons why.
Oh really? He did? I didn't even know.
Yeah, well, he said, do you have any business that are coming? I'm like, yeah. This person. Okay. So, you know, just like she's listening, and you follow the process, and my interview was 5 minutes.
So how was the interview? By the way, thank you so much, Francis. How was the interview in terms of, I know it was 5 minutes long, but let's talk about the questions. Like, what did they ask you? If you can share.
And by the way, 5 minutes is unusual, I think, because I saw the people before me that went back and forth. There was a guy actually that I think it didn't work the first time, and he said, I really want to tell them that this is it, and you know, I want to go see and talk to them again. And unfortunately, he didn't get it. And for me, I was prepared. I had like a big stack of all the information. As I say, you just do what she's asking you to do. That's it. You don't argue. You do it. That's all. That's easy.
Argue.
That's easy. Actually,
you guys
I like it.
Don't argue. There is a reason. Everything I do, the way I do, there is a reason behind it. Do not argue.
Exactly. So, I mean, for me, the question that was asked was, what's your business, obviously, right? So I'll tell you now. So
tell us, what's your business?
I'm building a documentary on resilience, and so we're helping the people to reawaken their inner power, and we can do it different ways. So as a movie or with a mobile app that will help you to create the habits of happiness and resilience. And I do coaching, and we will, part of it, do retreats and events. So it's really the line of business. We submitted a different way, more through coaching, because you know, as an entrepreneur, that's how you do it. And I can help people with corporate video businesses as well. So we interview, and I get all the gem of your business, and we put it on the social media, and it's true and it's authentic. So that's what I do.
And they put it on a video, so really it tells the story behind your brand, behind your business, because as you know, the story is selling. So really, these days, especially these days, we are connecting through the stories. So I feel like what Francis is doing is incredible line of work, and obviously we're also going to feature Love is the Law book. Not that I want to promote that in this video.
And she's right. So yeah, the power of stories, because that's your story. Nobody can replicate that, and when you try to be like anyone else, that's not working. So they asked me what I was doing. I said it in 1 minute, and then
so like you were pitching, like I told you, like let's prepare this like a pitch to angel investors, and you were like in 1 minute line, boom.
Yeah,
It was
because
obvious.
my first answer was 3 minutes, so she's like, no, you gotta talk in like 1 minute. And I'm like, perfect, good.
Elevator
so
pitch.
I was again, that's part of the process, right? You follow the process. She preps you with you before, so I was ready. I was totally ready, and so I showed up. I answered that question, and then they're like, okay, so how much money have you invested so far? So you gotta know your numbers. And then they said, what's the biggest expense that you had? Well, this is the expense. And at that point, there was one time I was not sure, but I said, no, what expenses are you talking about, this or another one? So sometimes if you're not sure, my advice is, instead of being, oh, I don't know what to answer, just ask for clarity. That's all. And so they're like, and like she said, and I believe that too, they probably didn't read 100% of all your applications, so it's probably a good thing. Now, what else? They said, what type, do you have any business right now, like that you're creating? Yes, I do. I have letter of engagement, actually, as a matter of fact. What else did they say?
Yeah, like they are asking if you have existing clients, just to be sure that the business is not marginal, which is one of the requirements.
Yeah, and I'm trying to remember. That was pretty quick.
It's cool. I think we covered pretty much.
It's essentially, show up professionally as well. I mean, I had my suit. Like, I think I was the only one with it. So you just show you're the shit.
And Francis, if you don't want to share this information, that's fine. But if you do want to share when it comes to investment, because people always ask, how much do I need to invest for this investor visa? Like, what's the minimum? This is the frequently asked questions. Everybody wants to invest, like, you know what I mean? Like, this is
so the minimum that we discussed was 50,000. So and sometimes people are like, how can I make this happen? For me, I mean, I had a collateral, like a loan agreement with people that are very close to me, and I had a collateral with my T401k. I guess you guys are saying I'm Canadian, so that's a RRSP. So if you're Canadian, you know what I'm talking about. And that's what I did, and then I started we opened an account, we incorporated the business, started to show that we already spent some money within USA, and we were able to backtrack it to recent years as well, which was gonna use that's our magic, awesome, and we made it happen. So now I'm here in Venice.
Yeah, and you know what, guys, we're gonna actually we're gonna show you around so you understand why you should move to the US, because again, like the real living experience, they need to see that, I think. And last thing, tell us where they can find you. What's the website? Because we do want people to look at you. Like, Francis is real, and this is a real story, and this is not made up.
So you can go the resilience, like the capacity to bounce forward, the resilience element.com. So that's what it is.
And also, you guys should go there, especially if you, sorry, my hand is in the camera, especially if you need help from Francis, and if you are looking for someone who can coach you and help you create maybe a video trailer for your business.
Breaking down the patio right now.
So yeah, so he is real, and you can definitely check it out. And if you need any help, I'm sure he will be able to give you maybe some good deal.
I would love to. Mindset is everything. So happy to help, and hire her ASAP. That's it.
All right, guys, stay tuned. We're gonna show you around, and see you later. Bye.